Hello and welcome. My name is Robin and you're watching Robin Reads. So today I'm going to do something a little bit different. I saw this video that's like a year old, but I saw it on the channel StarlahReads. She is a booktuber I watch a lot and I really like her, and she did this thing last year that she, I will link the video down below by the way, that she turned around her read books, because she wanted to see like what has she read, what hasn't she read, and also like does she want to unhaul some things. And I'm going to do this as well. I'm going to turn around all my read books because I want to see what the percentage is of unread and read. And I just want to start sort of the new year with books that I really am excited to read. So yeah, December is going to be a very busy month for me, but I'm going to try and read some books that I'm not overly excited about, I think. And I think I can do that more easily when I have turned around my books. So let's go to my bookshelf and I will turn around my books, and I'm pretty excited about this. I'm also curious to see how it looks, but yeah, let's get to it. So this is my bookshelf. As you can see, I changed it up a little bit. I put a lot of blue books. I put like one or two on my TBR shelf and put these lovely bookends on here. They're elephants. Really like those. But yeah, let's just get started. Let's start over here. Well, I have read Simon versus the Homo sapiens agenda. Really loved that book. I'm probably going to reread a lot of these as well in the new year. Haven't read this one. I have read this one. Boy 7 by Miriam Maus. I'm not sure if that one is translated, but it's a very good book. So if you want to read it, please do. This one, this is a very interesting book. I really need to reread this. This is Maxime February is a politician, and he transitioned some time ago, and this is the book about that. I really liked that when I read it. Really need to reread that, but I did read it. Then one of my favorite thrillers actually, The Reunion by Simone van der Vlucht. Read this one. This one, Shatter by Michael Robotham. That's actually the second book in the series and I haven't got the first one. But the first one I got out from my library. Unfortunately they only had it in Dutch. But yeah, doesn't really matter. But really excited about the series. Really need to read that. This is by the way the Just Jacket. I'm currently reading this. So yeah, sort of just gonna keep it there. Then this one, this is also a very good book, I think. Joelle by Carrie Slay. I'm not sure if this one is translated. But this one really opened my eyes to some things. Need to read that. I'm going to put this one over here. Read this one. Just got this one actually. Yep. It's pretty difficult, but really need to read this one. Very excited about it. Read this one. Very, very interesting book about, non-fiction book about what it's like to have, like schizophrenia, I think it's called. Really fun book. Roald Dahl, of course. Very awesome author. This is not working. Very difficult with one hand. Wait a second. So the next book is this one, The Circle by Dave Eggers, the Dutch version. This is probably the first science fiction book I ever read, and I really loved it, so still own it. Then Charlie and the Chocolate Factory, my favorite Roald Dahl book. Yes. This one, very, very good book. Not sure if it's translated into English. It's by a Scandinavian author. Yep. Diary of a Wimpy Kid. This is like a very, very fun middle grade series. Man, this is hard. So, then the last book on here is War and Peace by Tolstoy. Really need to read that, but yeah, we shall see when I get around to it. So this is my first shelf. So it looks pretty good actually. I'm very pleased with that. I only have to read, let me see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 books on there. So that's not too much. So yeah, let's go to the blue shelf. So let's put these little trinkets on the side. Let's get started. So the first book is this one, Best Fairy Stories of the World, by, which one is it? I'm not sure. But this one was very, very good actually. I really enjoyed it. And I just really loved this book. But I read it, so that's going to be turned around. Haven't read that one, as you know, because I hold it pretty recently. The Perks of Being a Wallflower, I have read that one. It's one of my favorite books. I really need to reread it, but I'm a bit scared because I know it was pretty sad. So yeah. This one, 8th Graders Don't Cry, something like that. I really loved this book when I was a child, and that was probably one of the first books that I actually cried whilst reading it. Lone Wolf, haven't read this. How to talk to kids how to talk so kids will listen, and listen so kids will talk. Really want to read this, but not right now. I have read this one, so that's going to be turned around. Need to read this. Was in one of my book hauls at the beginning of the year, so really need to read it. This is a very, very fun children's series. The Little Captain, it's called, by Paul Beagle. Not sure if this is translated, but it's a very, very awesome children's series. And a lot of Dutch children have read this. Then this one is a bit of a debate because I actually have read the Dutch version, but not the English one. But I am going to turn it around because I've read the story. This is Beetle Boy by MJ Leonard. This is an awesome, I think it's a middle grade series. I've only read the first book, but yeah, it's very awesome and I love this spine. So, The Dinner by Herman Koch. Awesome Dutch book if you want to read some Dutch authors. Highly recommend that one. Another book by him, Summer House with Swimming Pool. Also an awesome book. Yep. And the last one is The Rosie Project and The Rosie Effect by Graham Simpson. I have the bind up of these two. And this is one of my favorite series. So yeah, that's my blue shelf. I still need to read like 4 books, which is like super awesome. I am very sort of surprised that I have read a lot of books actually, but that's like awesome. So yeah, very pleased with that. These two are gonna go back. So next shelf. This book is here because I love it. So, but I will for now I'm just gonna put it over here, but it will go back. So here are 2 books missing because I'm currently reading them. But yeah, let's start over here. Jane Austen. I have read Emma. Really like that one. tried to read Pride and Prejudice, really didn't like it, but this is going to be a challenge video for me, a second chance for Pride and Prejudice. But I haven't read it, so... Then the next book is The Hobbit by J.R.R. Tolkien. Have read it. One of my favorite series / worlds. Need to read that. Next one is Peter Pan. One of my favorite classics. It's really awesome, I think. Next is Mother by Hugo Borst. This is a non-fiction book about his mother, and yeah, this one was awesome. I just really loved it. Really impacted me. Then the next book is The Art of Being Normal by Lisa Williamson. If you want to read a book about transgenders, I would highly recommend this one. It is not written by an own voice author, but she did a lot of research and she has worked with transgender children, so I think this one is pretty valid. It's a YA book. Highly, highly recommend. I hope more people will talk about this one. Yeah, I've read it. Going great again. Next book. This one, yeah, really liked it. Read it. Next, The Discovery of Heaven by Harry Mulisch. Again, one of my favorite books of all time. And again, if you want to read a Dutch book, I think this one is great. Need to read this, very excited about it. This one is going to be in one of my vlogs that I'm going to do. Then another Harry Mulisch book, also awesome. Read it. Little turtle. Next book. Another Connie Palmer book, also very great, Dutch author. Read that one. That's a non-fiction book, by the way, about her relationship with her husband. This one, also one of my favorite books. Not sure if that has been translated, but very good one. Oh, there's going my turtle is falling. Oh no. Yeah, this one I recently hauled. Then one of my favorite books, All the Light We Cannot See by Anthony Dower. Need to reread that, but that's the last book on the shelf. Again, like very good. I mean, I need to read 1, 2, 3, 4 books and like this bind up. But yeah, that's a big one, so we shall see. But yeah, I'm again very pleased. So next shelf is going to be my white / grey shelf. And that's going to be the last one, because this one, my series shelf, I've read all of these books. And I'm not going to turn them around because they're awesome. But yeah, let's go here. First one is, yeah, how do you translate this? Do and Think as a Cat. This is a pretty fun book. I really like these little illustrations, by the way. And yeah, I got this from a friend and I really enjoyed it, so keeping that. And I read it, of course. A poetry collection by Tim Hofmann, very good one. Again, a gift. I'm going to keep that. Then Jane Eyre, need to read that. Not sure when, but yeah, need to read that. Another Harry Mulisch book, another good one if you want to read it. Then one that I got recently because my father wants to get rid of it, but this was a book that I read for my exams for Dutch and I really, really liked it, so therefore I want to keep it. So this is the third book in that series that I talked about earlier up there. So yeah, I need to read that one. Then also a very, very good book, also a Scandinavian author. Might make a video about that if I have enough Scandinavian authors. So yeah, need to read this one. The Wind in the Willows. Again, the same with B2 Boy. I've read the Dutch one, but not the English one. But I don't think I will read it, because I know the story through and through. Then The Storyteller by Jodi Picoult. Really enjoyed this book. And yeah, read it, of course. Then, let me see. This one I really want to read. This one is I think the second book in the Cemetery of Forgotten Books series by Carlos Ruiz Zafón. An awesome series. You've probably heard about The Shadow of the Wind, but it is a series. Then Simon by Marianne Fredriksson. Need to read this. Yeah, also very good Scandinavian author. This one I hold this year. Need to read it. This one, another book by her, Marianne Fredriksson. Need to read that. This one I have actually read. Really, really love this one. Therefore, I have a couple more of her books. Need to read that. This is the first book in the Reckless series by Cornelia Funke. I love this series as well as this one, the Inkheart series, Ink Roll series it's called. So yeah, that is the last shelf. This one is actually one that has a lot of unread books. So I need to keep an eye out to read some more white books, as you can see. Yeah, very pleased with the result actually. I don't have a lot of books that I still need to read. Let me count them. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. I'm just gonna call this one 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25. 25 books! That's like nothing. That's like really, really awesome actually. So I'm very, very pleased with that. Yeah, this was very fun. But let me take you to my other shelf because I also have a lot of books here. So this is my library part, so I haven't read any of these. That's the, how do you call it? The Wheel of Time series, haven't read those. So that need to be on my to be read. Poppy War, I hold this in my last book haul. Need to read that. There is the first trilogy in the a series by Raymond A. Weiss. That very big series that he wrote. But yeah, need to read that. This series I've started, but yeah, not making a lot of progress, but need to read that. Then over here, all those bind up books about English literature, as you know, need to read that. Those I hold recently. Behind there are a couple of books as well, need to read those. So yeah, here are a couple of non-fiction books. And this is my Harry Potter shelf that I'm not going to show. But yeah, those are still a couple of books that I need to read, but those don't have a lot of priority. So yeah, that was like not expected at all. As you saw on my TBR shelf, so it's sort of random shelf with a lot of series and stuff. On that shelf I need to read a lot of books, but that is mainly because there are a couple of big series on there. And yeah, that's just gonna take a while, and that's okay for me. But yeah, look at that. I've read most of my own books, which is just mind-blowing to me because I thought I had like a lot of books I needed to read still, which is of course true, as you saw on my TBR shelf. But again, yeah, just a lot of series and stuff, so I'm very, very pleased with this result. What I'm going to do is leave this up for, I'm not sure how long, probably just through November and maybe December, because in December I want to just read a lot of books that I want to read this year. A couple of them are on here, so then I can maybe turn around a couple of books as well again. But yeah, that's going to be it for this video. I really hoped you liked it. I really enjoyed it. It was a lot of fun to do this and just have a very good overview of the books I still need to read. I might just keep it this way because I really like it for my future TBR videos that are still secret. But yeah, let me know if you like this setup. It's a bit boring because now all of the colors are not very vivid, but we shall see what I'm going to do with this. But yeah, that's going to be it for this video. Please let me know down below if you like this, if you have some ideas, and also, do you have a lot of unread books? Maybe do this video as well, or just do it with your bookshelf and see what you have read and haven't read. And yeah, I really hope you liked this video, so please give it a thumbs up, comment and subscribe, and I'll see you later.